Hello again. I know we've talked to each other so recently. Like, it feels like we've barely been apart. But if you recall, in my last video, literally like 2 days ago, I said there hasn't been any chess drama in a while. Okay, so now there's some chess drama. So, for those of you who haven't really been up to date, I kind of made a prediction um, about who's going to win the World Rapid Chess Championship, and I placed my bets on Arjun Erigaisi. Now, at the moment, let's just clarify, he is tied first with like Jan Krzysztof Duda, Grishuk. Let me double check if there's someone else. I think there is someone else as well. Yeah, so Arjun Erigaisi is tied first with Volodymyr Musin, which is the first time I've ever heard of him, so good on him, I guess. Jan Krzysztof Duda and Alexander Grishuk. Now, I said Arjun Erigaisi is going to win, so today, praise the Lord, I really hope that Arjun will either prove me right on that, and if he doesn't win, please, I'm begging Jan Krzysztof Duda for the win, because he's like my favourite chess player ever. So it will be pretty goddamn cool. Now, getting back to the fact that I'm a massive Jinx. Okay, anytime I ever say, like, oh, I think this person's going to win, or oh, I'd like this person to win, but realistically, unfortunately, this other person's going to win, I jinx it and something happens. And you know what I've also jinxed? The fact that now there's fucking chess drama. Okay, so if you recall in my other video, I was saying, I think if we're looking at like the track record for the last few years, that Magnus Carlsen will win and he'll be world champion again for the World Rapid Chess Tournament. So I was like watching some of the games last night because I was bored, and all of a sudden, round 9, Magnus hasn't been paired with anyone. What's going on there? So I conduct my research, and Magnus hasn't been paired in round 9 over jeans. Like, jeans. Literal jeans. Jeans that you wear. And I mean, I don't know if you understand how stupid it is to me that FIDE has this rule that they want everything to be really smart and like not casual at all. Which, like, sure, historically, chess has been, you know, sort of a higher standard, I guess, in like dress sense. Like, a lot of the chess players still play in suits and everything, but also I don't get distracted by players wearing jeans. Like, that's not a big deal to me at all. I'm sure other chess players probably don't get distracted by other players wearing jeans. I mean, the whole point of chess is so that you can watch the chessboard in the first place, and also a lot of the cameras are sort of above that sort of midriff line, so it doesn't really matter to me, in my opinion. However, FIDE has imposed this rule: you cannot wear jeans or like casual trainers or sneakers, that type of thing. Which, okay, it's a stupid rule, but they've made that rule, so you abide by it. However, Magnus being Magnus and some other players like Jan Nepomniachtchi, they were not apparently obeying the dress code rule, and so they got fined €200 each, or like I think it's $200 because they're in America at the moment. And after they were fined the $200, I'm pretty sure Jan Nepomniachtchi like went and got changed and was like, yeah, chill, I'll go get changed, it's whatever. But like he made a post about it on Twitter being like, oh my god, I got fined. They're clearly not fashionable, which I can't lie, did make me laugh. Um and then Magnus, on the other hand, he he did a Magnus. He got in a bit of a hissy fit about it, and was basically saying that he won't obey by their rules, basically. And as a result of this, on like this, it's not even a podcast, but on this like team that he's basically got with like Levi Rosman. It's called like Take, something like that. Um, he basically did like a little interview and was saying that if nothing changes, he will not play the rest of the World Rapid Chess Tournament and he will not play the World Blitz Chess Tournament. Now, that's crazy to me because, you know, that means we won't have Magnus Carlsen as a world champion in any of the categories anymore. When was the last time we had that? Like, this is a genuine question. I actually don't know. But as well for that, that does leave the door open for Arjun Erigaisi winning the World Rapid or Blitz. And if he does win it, I can finally get rid of my title of being a Jinx. On Twitter, every single time I say, oh, I'm rooting for this person in this tournament, oh, I'm rooting for this person to win this game, they go ahead and lose. And I like to get rid of that title of being a Jinx because I just want to show my support for the players, especially like the young Indian players and everything. They've got so much talent. I mean, you can see how much talent they've got with like Gukesh, like becoming world champion, world classic champion. Like, it's crazy. At such a young age, at like 18 years old. So why can't like Pragnananda or Arjun or Nihal Sarin be world champions in Blitz or Rapid and that type of thing? You know, I want to see the new generation of chess players thrive. And sort of Magnus basically made a statement saying that at this rate he's not going to play in any more FIDE rated tournaments. I'm pretty sure that was the type of gist. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. That's like crazy because if he's not going to be playing in any more tournaments, obviously he can't lose any more points if he won't play in any more tournaments. But it does, as a result, mean that if someone like Gukesh or Arjun keep growing so well, like they have been recently, and keep gaining those points, going over 2800, obviously, then they might be able to challenge Magnus's top spot of #1 rated chess player in the world, which kind of look forward to that. Like I don't know how to explain it, but to me, if one of them gets really, really close, not even if, when one of them gets really, really close and actually starts to challenge Magnus's spot there, to me that shows when the sort of dominant Magnus era of chess will be over, which is kind of a really sort of surreal thing to say in a way, because Magnus has obviously been so dominant in the chess world that like it's hard to imagine a point in which he won't be the #1 rated chess player in the world, but it might be sooner than later at this rate. Now, the thing is with the whole Magnus World Rapid Championship thing and like him, so he wasn't paired in round 9. He was like disqualified, but just for round 9. And then if he got changed and everything, they'd be like, yeah, you can play the rest of the rounds. But he didn't, or he's refusing to. So like he's kind of disqualified himself in a way. Like it's not an official disqualification from the entirety of the tournament. It's just that one round 9 game, they didn't pair him. So it's sort of in a limbo sort of time, I guess. And Magnus, I mean, earlier on in the tournament, I'm pretty sure he wasn't doing great. Like it was not his obviously top performance tournament. He lost. Who did he lose against? Let me do my research. So Magnus, I've like brought up the full thing on chess.com. So Magnus lost against Denis Lazovic, drew against Gleb Duden. He drew against Gleb Duden from Hungary. Drew against Alwanda Liang. Like quite a few draws. Like, a couple of wins for him, but he drew against Daniel Dada. And if you know Magnus, it's not his like classical dominating style of, oh my god, he's won every single game, what a surprise, Magnus has won the entire tournament again. Oh, what a surprise, he won the entire Blitz tournament again. Oh great, Magnus is double world champion again. That type of thing. which is quite interesting, really, because I know some people have sort of been like, well, he's just gotten like a sort of hissy fit, and like he's annoyed that he's been doing so badly at this tournament that he's like quit himself and is sort of trying to use it as a statement against Fide. But it's like in the literal interview that he was doing with Levy, he was saying like, oh, it's literally a matter of principle. Like, yeah, I would go get changed, but it's a matter of principle at that point. And I'm pretty sure he literally said in like an exact quote, like, oh, I'm getting too old for this, and like, fuck you. And I was like, I did not do anything. Like, what? Like, the thing is as well, there are going to be so many people who haven't watched chess or like aren't involved in the chess world now that are going to be like, why the fuck is this happening over Jinx? And you know what? I'm asking the exact same question. It's Jinx at the end of the day. Like, I get that it's a stupid rule, but Magnus could have also just like swallowed his pride and been like, "Yeah, I'll just go and get changed." And they said to him, "Oh, you can't get changed for the next day. You have to go get changed after this round, and then we'll pair you." Which I think was also kind of a bit harsh because after certain games and rounds, there isn't a lot of time between each of the games, so I don't know if they're playing at like a hotel, if their rooms are on site and everything. Because if their rooms are on site, then it's like, yeah, you could make that, but if not, then it's like, what type of time deficit are you going to have when you come back, or are they still not going to pair you, or are you going to come back and you've got like 30 seconds on the clock? It's a bit of a difficult situation, really, but at the end of the day, if you're new to chess and you're new to this world full of chess drama, a lot of it happens every week. And I know everyone's going to think this is really, really stupid for this happening like every single week or like every few months. I feel it's like there's some more chess drama, something's happened, someone's like accused someone of cheating, Kramnik, or like Magnus has accused someone of cheating, like Hans Niemann. But we don't normally have this sort of thing over Jinx. I mean, Anna Maya, she had like this kind of situation last year at the same tournament over shoes, over her wearing these sneakers. But they weren't like scruffed up, like horrible sneakers. They were sneakers that like looked good, like they were smart sneakers. And you don't even see the shoes, so why do they care? Like, I really don't understand it, but at the end of the day, it's not really like, I don't know. I think like at the end of the day, at least we're going to sort of see who's going to win that isn't going to be Magnus. I'm kind of looking forward to that. And if Arjun wins, then I'll be cheering from my rooftop. If Yang Dudo wins, I'll be cheering from my rooftop, even though my prediction wouldn't be right. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens in this like rest of the world rapid championship, and also what happens in the world blitz championship. Like if Magnus is actually like, oh yeah, I will play, or if he has like fully officially withdrawn, or what. But yeah, it'll be really interesting to see. But yeah, so I will see you guys later. But yeah, bye.